Man, Rooster, it's got to be 5 o'clock somewhere.
Oh. Welcome back, everybody.
You know.
It's that show.
Bishop.
Roaster here.
Got the refill.
Yep, got him full.
All the way up.
Right? I was watching this video about the proper way to fill a beer, and that's why I've kind of been doing what we did with the first half, where I pour it in, and in the second half I just dump in to try to dump all that carbonation, you know,
right.
So it doesn't, I don't know if this has anything to do with our topic. This is just what I was thinking of. So.
No, it's fine. You know, they say there's a CO2 shortage coming up.
Really?
How's that going to work for beer?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care. I like ales, and ales generally don't have a whole lot of carbonation.
Really?
They're just heavy bodied. We might have to cut back a little bit.
I don't know. I'm not huge on ale. I'm not huge on ale. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm not a fucking adult. But that shit is kind of fucking gross. I don't like that hoppy taste.
Biscuits.
I think I need to put a few more decades on my liver.
Oh my god.
Before I start enjoying that.
Speaking of which, so we'll roll right into it. So it's, over the past, 6 months or so, with everything that's been going on in the world, and, me personally, with my, both of our career paths changed. You diverge back into an easier, a similar, I won't say easier, but a similar job style, whereas I actually went back into the real adulting world.
Yep.
And it's just been kind of crazy is that I think the one thing that bothers me about all this is coming back into the mainstream of everything, and then me personally, because I have been blessed with such a good position and good people to work around, but at the same time, when you deal with other people interpret kindness as weakness.
Yeah.
And man, you want to crawl under my skin? It's like, just because I'm trying to do something nice doesn't mean, one, that I'm weak, or two, that I want anything in return. Right? I'm just trying to do something as a betterment for that individual. Right?
People are coming at you with some ill will because of your generosity?
Not necessarily that, but it's there is some of that, but there's also and when you're in a position like what I have, the expanse of people that you deal with is almost infinite. Screw you, Thanos. But there you are quick if you're on your toes, and you'll learn this as you get older and you're around more people and deal with more scenarios. But people will see generosity, and it's like the old saying: you give them an inch, they take a mile.
Yeah, they take advantage of it.
Or you try to do some goodwill because somebody interests you as a friend, right? Like you think that person's interesting.
Yeah.
Right. You'd like to know them better. But you also see that they're trying to do good in their life, and they're struggling, but they're still doing it. They're like grinding, right? And so you try and do something nice, and then they turn around and they go, "What do you want in return?" I didn't realize that's what was happening here.
I'm not trying to make a deal, buddy.
Right? So I don't know what you want, but I'm just trying to do something because I feel like you're working hard. And nobody's appreciating what you're doing, right? And that sucks. That sucks.
Yeah.
A person can turn around, and even if it's just a gesture of a conversation, right? Just a conversation, like, "Hey, hope you have a good day."
Yeah, lighten somebody's day up a little bit.
Why? And then the response is, "Why do you care?"
Well, now I fucking don't.
What?
Now I'm gonna kill you and your whole family.
No. That totally needs to be redacted. There might need to be a whole beep right there in that whole episode there. But the point is that, so for me personally, it's like I've come to know other individuals, and I'm trying to do goodwill, like give different people opportunities, encourage them for the hard work that they're doing, acknowledging the things that they're doing, even though it may have nothing to do with me personally.
Yeah.
Right? But yet they're like, "Well, what about you? What do you want? How do I fit in your equation?" Well, first off, you didn't. right? I'm just trying to be nice. I'm trying to be a reasonable person saying, I think you're doing a good job.
They're thinking that you're like trying to manipulate them somehow or something and get something out of them.
What in the frick is happening right now? Like, absolute donkey fodder is happening. Like, yeah, and then, you know, I see different things happening. It's like, first off, calm the fuck down. Second,
relax.
Second, just appreciate that somebody appreciates who you are.
Yeah, right?
Right? Why does there ever have to be strings attached?
Yeah.
Right? Do you think a fucking bum says, "What, you want to go around the corner because you dropped a $5 in my cap?" No, it's not what this shit is about.
Right?
Right? It's not what this shit is about. And especially after the fucking shit we've gone through the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, people have really struggled, right?
Yeah.
And I've been fortunate and blessed enough where it hasn't been as hard for me or my family. And so when you see somebody that could use a little pick-me-up, you're like, I can do that for that person.
Even be it just a word of kindness.
Right.
Just to,
I can do that for that person. But no. What's in it for you? Maybe a thank you card? A Snickers.
A Snickers.
I like a Snickers because I ain't going anywhere. So
it's probably just people are so used to expecting something back from somebody, or like, you know, having expectations about people are always trying to get, because I feel that way sometimes about all the fucking ads that I see, and anytime anybody tries to talk to me about like selling something or some product or anything, I shut off and I'm like, get out. I'm tired of dealing with people because you're in this world of people trying to shove products down everyone's throat or anything. You feel like everybody's just trying to get what they want out of you.
We happen to live in the largest consumer nation in the world.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I think we consume, as far as disposable products go, I don't even know, but it's crazy. Like, we in the American life, we consume just to consume.
Yeah.
We have literally turned into the fat people on Wall Street.
Right. I mean, we're the largest economy in the world, but we're fucking like 5th in population. We only have 300 million. China and Asia got over 1 billion, and we still have a larger economy than both of them.
Well, just goes to show you, we like cheap shit.
Right? Yeah, I guess they're making it all, so.
Right. Good job. Good job. No, it's just been one of those things, and I've had
it's like a recurring pattern that you're
I've had 3 people, like, over the last 6 months. I've helped a handful of people, but I've had 3 people that, you know, during the whole process, I literally have to sit aside and say, look, I am doing this because I care about who you are. I care about your goal. I care about what you're doing. I think what you're doing, and you're fighting a good fight.
Yeah.
Why does there have to be anything else involved in that?
Right.
But no, it all turns into, well, what are you doing with your life? Where are you going? Where did you come from? It's not important. That's not the point of this.
Right.
Right? Like, do you want the free ice cream cone or not? Like, leave it alone. I mean, goddamn. But people are like, well, you can't just, you know, provide a gift or a service and not expect anything in return. Then I got Santa Claus all fucked up.
Something seriously wrong.
Because what is Santa doing that I don't know about? Because that fool has got favors and IOUs for days.
Right? For real, yeah. Like I said, we just live in this world where people expect so much and expect. It's like when you give them something, they're like, what's your motive? What are you really trying to get at here?
Right. Like, you know, it's just stupid. It's like, you want to do something nice for me? Make me a plate of cookies. Make me a plate of cookies
for a year.
Just make me a plate of cookies. I mean, that'd be awesome. That'd be outstanding. Give me a plate of cookies. Just don't poison them. Don't put any crushed glass in there, okay? It's not good for my digestive system. No, it's mind-boggling, and what's concerning about it is that I grew up in a time where you could do something like that. You could do something decent for somebody and expect nothing in return, and that's what it was. That's what people understood. It was that somebody realized what they were doing.
Yeah.
Right, and they appreciated it, and they got helped out a little bit. Not anymore. Not any fucking
That's
more.
what I said. In this consumer society we live in, it's like you feel like everything's being shoved down your throat and people always want something from you. It's like, so you go to put up these blinders of like, you know, what are you getting at? What are you looking at? How are you trying to manipulate me? Like, I definitely feel that way sometimes.
No, and for me, I just turn around and, you know, over the last couple that I've tried to help, it's like, it just turns into this thing of, well, you have other ulterior motives, or you have this, and I'm like, did I ever say I needed anything in return?
Did I ask you for anything?
Right. At any time, did I ask you for anything? Period. No. My life's crazy enough.
Yeah,
I got
right.
there's so many facets on it that jewelers don't even want to look at it. They're like, that is a gemstone that nobody, you will blind yourself trying to figure out that light pattern.
Disease.
Jesus Christ. I'm like, and it really is turning me off. I'm like, because I you know me. I mean, yeah, I could be stubborn and I can be hard, but
You're
feel
a generous person. You like to give people.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a moment of conversation, like you said. Yeah.
Right. Like, holy shit. And it is starting to callous me a little bit to the point where I feel like I gotta have a talk
Right.
about this. I gotta rant about it, because whatever happened to just being decent?
Right.
Not needing anything in return.
Right.
I'm just like, no, good job. I appreciate what you're doing. I know that when you get to where you're going, other people will appreciate it too.
Right.
Like, what the hell?
It's funny because I saw that like dichotomy with you so much when we worked at Blank.
Right.
Where somebody would come in and you just have a smile on their face, and you would do everything in your power, search every corner of the store to find a solution to their problem. And then somebody comes in with a frown on their face and says, "Find me this, do this for me." And you're like, "Motherfucker." Now I'm gonna fucking be grumpy all day and not fucking help you with shit.
Suppose my computers don't work anymore, and
right?
You know.
Oh, looks like I'm out of cash in the drawer too.
I am the human librarian. I just can't remember anything is anymore.
No, this bolt. This looks like a fucking. This looks like an 8/16. It's really fucking.
You're gonna want to go down to the hardware store for that one. I know it goes into a truck, but I don't have it. Yeah, it's crazy, you know, and then as I'm trying to, because we do have people that watch our show, and they reach out. I don't know much on you, but they do reach out to me because I know people outside of the show.
Yeah.
And they're like, you need to make sure you protect yourself, and Rooster protects himself, you know, because people always have this. And I think we do a pretty good job about that.
Yeah.
But my big thing too is my kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
You would hate to expose them to anything.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad enough they have to watch this shit. But at the same time, I'm like, what is it about me just trying to be a private person and just insulate myself and just try and do something good?
Yeah.
Right? It's like, what in the absolute shit?
Yeah.
And it makes me go, and I've caught myself now where I'm like, I want to do something for somebody just on a random, and I'm like,
watch yourself now.
Guess I can't do that, because next time I see him, it's gonna ask me to go around the dumpster. You know, it's like, it's bullshit. It's just bullshit. It's like, where did the humanity go? Where did the caring about your fellow man go?
Yeah.
Right? It's like, you know, I know that you were raised a certain way, and you accept everybody on face value until somebody literally puts up those red flags, and you're like, no. Look here. No.
Yeah.
No, I like turtles, not velociraptors, okay? Let's back up a second.
Right.
But
my parents are very similar to you, and I mean, you guys grew up in like the same times.
Right.
Like your ideals are very similar, so those have been bred into me for sure.
But you know, that's what makes me wonder is like I've taught my children the same values, but now I'm looking at this after these last 2 years where things have just been kind of upside down, and then people's whole perspectives on, you know, interactions with their fellow man.
Yeah.
It's just been totally altered, and I'm like, this is some weird whacked out shit.
Yeah.
Like I can remember a time where I could just do something for somebody as a simple gesture, for appreciation, and that's what it was.
Yeah.
But now everybody's like, What are you going to take from me?
What's your end game,
What are
right?
you going to do? No, I have a doctor.
Thank you very much.
No, it's just upsetting. It's upsetting to be in a time where I feel like the social fabric has been changed.
Yeah.
Right? And then I look at the future generations going forward, and it's like, how is anything ever going to get done?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you think about that. It seems like the worst case scenario is shoved down our throat a lot, but I still encounter a lot of people every day who are just genuinely good people who are like us, like we talk about. It's like, I feel like the negatives are always forced in our face, but I think there are still more good people in the world than bad people, you know?
I don't doubt it. Maybe my selection of people
role, exactly.
to help individuals has just been skewed because maybe I'm just like looking at it like I'm trying to pick the hardest cases. I don't know. Right. I don't know. But it's just upsetting, you know, because I genuinely feel like I am a genuinely good guy.
Yeah.
I try to do my best. I've done enough shit in my life where I can only do as much good as I can until I leave, and I might get a chance
to remain neutral after it's all said and done.
I might. But I just want to, you know, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to touch back on the subject in about 6 months and go, hey, how's that whole thing going? How's that whole thing going?
How's
and I'll be like,
looking?
you know what? I haven't given a fucking penny out because I haven't done shit because nobody appreciates what other people do for them.
Right.
So I don't know. It's just got me up in a roar. Jesus Christ.
Be good to people.
Yep. Let us know your horror stories. If you've done something for somebody and then they turned around and it just turned into this giant tossed salad of you don't know what in the hell is in your bowl. Because I feel like that's all that's happened for the last 6 months.
Yeah.
I've tried to help multiple people out and it turns into, what do you want in return?
Yeah.
That ain't okay.
Right.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do it.
Unless the next round is on you, we gotta go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to, you know, that show.